the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to Championship Sports. 2 hours of ringside excitement featuring the world's greatest professional wrestlers.
Season's greetings and welcome to world-class championship wrestling on Championship Sports for Christmas Eve of 1988. Really an exciting night, an exciting time of year with family, with friends, with the youngsters, with Christmas time, and of course with professional wrestling. And season's greetings to you, Frank.
Merry Christmas to you and all of our great fans on KTVT, the Super One. We've got a great card lined up. We've got a very special treat. We're keeping an eye on well, not exactly a newcomer to world-class wrestling. He only comes around once a year, but I understand he's on his way to the Metroplex. Maybe he'll get here before midnight, huh, Mark?
Well, we'll be updating you on the whereabouts of Santa, so all you youngsters be sure and stay with us for that update. Now, as we told you last week, for those of you that were with us on the early edition, we're going to bring you the rest of the match we ran out of time on. Kerry Von Erich against Jared the King Lawler. What a mess that was.
Boy, that truly was. You know, Lawler, sometimes I lose my cool having been in Chicago and seen what happened. Lawler is the undisputed world heavyweight champion, or so he claims. We have to honor it, but to me, to win it the way he won it and to defend it the way he defended it last Friday night right here in the Sportatorium, that doesn't make him a champion in my book, and that's for sure.
Now remember, we've got a big Christmas night wrestling extravaganza right here at the Sportatorium tomorrow night, and we'll run that card down for you here in a minute. We're back for our first match right after this.
Wow, you see that? Whoa! Oh, man, what kind of gas did you put in this car?
Knocking can turn your car into a loser. But Texaco Super Unleaded's higher-octane blend helps eliminate knocks and restores lost power. And its Petrox detergent helps keep the power flowing.
Whoa! Up ahead, there's Texaco, star of the American road. I like Pride & blue jeans, ice cold Coors, and singing my song, dancing for 6 to go. Saturday night to rock all night long. I'm an American original. I drink Coors, that's a natural fact. If you like your beer brewery fresh, pure and natural, you're one of the new American originals. Have a nice cold Coors with a friend of yours. It's an American original.
The doors are open at the new Cavender's Boot City in Plano, and like all Cavender's Boot City locations, we're proud to carry genuine handcrafted Nocona boots. Cavender's Boot City has Nocona elephants at $169.99, Nocona lizards at $169.99, competitor calves at $89.99.
During Cavender's Boot City grand opening, with every pair of Nocona exotic boots you buy, you'll receive this beautiful Nocona jacket absolutely free.
Dallas, Arlington, Hearst, and now new in Plano.
Thanks, customers, for making Cavender's Boot City Western Retail Store of the Year.
All right, we're back at the Sportatorium, ready to move into our very first match here for Christmas Eve. We've come with another fine turnout. Steve Cox against Mike Hernandez. The first thing we've got to mention is the fact that Skandor Akbar and Devastation Incorporated is really out of control. Here just last week, we saw gorgeous Gary Young. One of Akbar's newest acquisitions as Hernandez is shoved down. Dressed up like a woman, wanting an autograph. An ugly one at that. But anyway, this so-called broad shows up down here with a purse that vibrated with something heavy inside. No telling what that was. Wanted an autograph from Eric Embry when he wouldn't do it, Chief. Pulled on his robe, pulled him over, and then cold-cocked him with that purse, and then that was when we realized it was Young. Steve Cox is all over young Mike Hernandez here in his first Sportatorium bout in our first event. Frank will be back in a minute. He had to run up the aisle. Here comes Hernandez back at it. Steve Cox scoring the point. Chris Adams on our program tonight. J.J. Fox. We've got a great TV main event for you. Jet Jones against the Botswana Beast. Fox with a suplex over and down. And the fabulous Christmas night wrestling extravaganza right here. For the first time ever, we have got a steel cage pole battle royal. We've never had one before. First time ever as Cox turns Hernandez over. The object of the deal is to get up the pole, get the money on the pole, and then get back out of the cave. Hello, Frank.
Hello, Mark. I hear you talking about that cage pole battle royal. What an interesting concept that is. That came to me, I'm always scouring the country looking for a talent. A lot of folks don't know how to be a wrestler, world-class wrestling. I tell them all the same thing. World-class championship wrestling is the major leagues of professional wrestling. You don't walk into Yankee Stadium and become a baseball player. You don't walk into Texas Stadium and become a football player. You don't walk into the Sportatorium and just become a wrestler. So I'm always looking at the minor league organizations. I saw this match very unique when I was up in Tennessee. Up around Nashville. What it boils down to, as you were explaining to the people, we put the cage around the ring. We put a 10-foot pole up over one of our poles. We put $5,000 up on the pole. The secret is not only you don't get eliminated or anything like that. The secret is to get up the pole and amongst all those folks, get the money down, and that's the easy part, Mark. The hard part is you got to come down, go through all the other wrestlers and get out the door. And with $5,000 in your hand or your tights, that's not going to be easy. That's like walking through Lion Country Safari wearing a meatloaf suit, Mark. You just asking for trouble.
Oh, that's quite an analogy. Jim Ron says, Merry Christmas, everybody. How are you doing, Jim? Merry Christmas from the Lund family to yours.
Steve Do It Cox. Boy, he's excited, ready for this Christmas show tomorrow night. Hanging up with Chris Adams against that, it's Mr. Gary Young, I guess, in this case, and Cactus Jack rather than Miz like last night. What a despicable thing that was last Friday night in the Sportatorium.
Well, I told the fans about that purse was loaded something that weighed about 8 pounds.
Yeah, I took it back. There was a black bag inside the black bag. The damn thing was loaded with rocks, right?
Here is Steve Cox in charge of the iron lock on Mike Hernandez.
Cox with the tenacity of a pit bull, hanging on to that arm, no matter what young Hernandez has done. He's exploited. He apparently lacked a certain amount of innate wrestling skills, or scientific skills, has tried to use the strength moves. We've seen him slam. We've seen him use several different moves like that. So far, to no avail, Mark. He's been unable to compensate not only for the speed and strength of Steve Cox, but also for his knowledge and tenacity.
Hernandez hanging in there as he's over along the left side ring rope. Cox still in charge, and Bronco Lubitsch will call him off.
Cox, a good clean break. There's no need here. Wrestling the SST, wrestling the likes of the Iceman, King Parsons, Young, and Cactus Jack, any of Akbar, Buddy Roberts type people, you're going to find if you give a clean break like that, they believe, as W.C. Field said, you never give a sucker an even break, and they don't. So I'm sure you would have seen that sort of break with Cox. And the young Hernandez, powerfully built legs, almost on a Samoan scale. Whoa, I talk about a good clean break, and what does Hernandez do? He takes it as a sign of weakness, Mark. Makes the attack on Steve Cox. That's not a sign of weakness on Cox. It's only a sign of fair play. I think this is a mistake.
Fans chanting, go, Steve, go. Well, Frank, certainly, as I look over this card tomorrow and see Brickhouse Brown against the Iceman, lumberjack style with belts, Devastation Incorporated. Oh, what a clothesline. Devastation Incorporated is really out of control.
They truly are, Mark. Skandor Akbar came here. I set down a certain amount of guide rules. He abided by them for a long, long time. Now things are really beginning to get out of control. I went to the Board of Governors. I filed a petition. Look at here. There's the Russian leg sweep. This was over for young Hernandez. Cocky pin by Steve Cox, but he has right to be. But Hernandez is sure isn't going to kick out of this, Mark.
So Steve Cox is the winner. A great way to begin our Christmas Eve wrestling. Frank, you can make the announcement to the crowd there.
I sure will. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Do It Cox.
Steve Cox looking great, and we'll look forward to seeing him here coming up at the Sportatorium in person on the card tomorrow night. All right, Frank and I'll be back. We're going to see Gentleman Chris Adams in a moment.
Tis the season to be jolly, to deck the halls with lots of holly. Tis the season for holiday fun with Channel 11, the Super One. The kids will love our animated shows of Christmas magic and Christmas woes, holiday fantasies for both young and old, and Santa's reindeer are a sight to behold. Tis the season for a classic tale, delightful stories that never fail. From the humbug of Scrooge to the joy of the gathering, it's Christmas pleasure much more than a smattering. Tis the season music fills the air, songs of the holidays ever so fair. With Kenny and Dolly, it's a cool country treat. Now until Christmas, the fun can't be beat. So check out our listings and then check them twice, because on Channel 11, these specials are nice. 'Tis the season for holiday tradition. Put the turkey in the oven, then get out of the kitchen. So many specials that you'll want to see. Gather up the family and turn on the TV. 'Tis the best of the season for holiday fun. It's on Channel 11, your Super One.
Hi, this is Tom Jordan. Now triple the music on K104 FM. Triple the music, triple the music, triple the music. Means 18 songs in a row, 25 in a row, even 30 or 40 in a row. And count triple the music for cash. $1,000 when you count the music for cash.
Make the big switch now to K104 FM for triple the music.
Count the music for cash on K104 FM. You know what I'm saying?
Birthdays, holidays, they were the worst. I'd drink, argue, cry. I couldn't quit. I went to SHIC. Their medical treatment helped me lose my cravings. I was only away from the family for 10 days and a couple of follow-ups. We have happy times now. Why don't we call SHIC? Okay.
SHIC has the #1 success rate and is now covered by Champus.
Belton, Texas, Monday, December 26th, 7:30 in the evening. Bell County Expo Center. It's Holiday Wrestling Star Wars Spectacular. World-class championship wrestling coming at you, Belton, Texas. First time ever in the history of Belton, triple cage matches. That's right, not one, not two, but 3 exciting cage matches. You'll see such great stars as the World Tag Team Champions, the SST with Freebird Buddy Roberts. Back together again in Melton. Kevin and Kerry Von Erich will be on the card. There'll be a Bad Street match inside a steel cage. Anything goes. Hayes against Roberts. Grudge match. Or Texas title on the line. Bull rope match. Skandor Akbar will have on tights. Eric Embry will be there. The Iceman King Parsons. Brickhouse Brown. Steve Cox. Jimmy Jack Funk. Cowboy Tony. Gary Young. A host of others. Tickets on sale right now. Bell County Expo Center. That's Belton. Monday, December 26th. 7:30, Bell County Expo Center. Holiday Wrestling Star Wars Spectacular. Central Texas, first time ever. Triple cage matches. Kevin and Kerry together. The SST. Hayes, Roberts, Akbar, Embry. World-class excitement. Belton. Holiday Star Wars Spectacular. Monday the 26th. Don't miss the excitement of world-class. Be there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back gentleman Chris Adams.
Okay, we're back now. Gentleman Chris Adams coming down the aisle in his glittering blue and silver with the sequins, the beautiful English flag on the back of his ring ensemble. Ready to go against Scott the Body. First time we've seen Scott the Body here. Mr. Disick.
He is another one of those young men that came to us, wanted to be a professional wrestler. Well, we're going to try him out the tough way. You know, gentlemen, Chris Adams. We talk about a lot of the Latin stars, Mark, the moves that you see from the gentlemen from south of the border. Here in the great state of Texas, we see a lot of that in the rest of the country. Not so fortunate. Chris Adams brings another perspective to us that you don't normally see in an American ring, and that's the European style of wrestling. You'll see a lot of rolls and a lot of leg dives, and a lot of moves. Of course, he mixes them well with the American style, the catch-can style. But you're going to see a lot of moves that you wouldn't normally see from the American style or Anglo wrestling.
Well, Frank, we have a lot to talk about tonight with the big card coming up tomorrow. We're back here Christmas night with the big Christmas night extravaganza weekend off. So let's look back a little bit on some of the great things of 1988 as we bring the year to a close. Certainly the open door policy, the most talked about innovation in wrestling, not just this year, but in many years.
It truly is, Mark. The open door policy, of course, a double-edged sword for those of us here at World Class Wrestling. It brought us a great many very good athletes and opened the doors to gentlemen. Chris Adams, whoa! Whoa, Scotty the Body, they call him. What a tough kid, huh? Chris ran into him like 2 trains trying to collide.
Into the ropes they go, but the Body turns Adams over.
What strength to this young man. Adams goes for the cross-body block. Young man caught him. But I tell you, you can't beat experience. That one up under the chin, Mark. Looky here. Whoa! As I was saying, Mark, the open door policy, but a double-edged sword. It's brought us a lot of great wrestlers. Listen to this Torian crowd. It brought us Michael P.S. Hayes. It brought us gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. It brought us the SST. It brought us back Chris Adams, Steve Cox, Jimmy Jack Funk. The list goes on and on. Cactus Jack, Gary Young, Jeff Jarrett. But this other side, for every action, I guess there's an opposite and an equal reaction. On the opposite side, we lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Jerry the King Lawler on a technicality in Chicago a couple of weeks ago on the pay-per-view. So it has been a blessing, but it's also been a curse for those of us here on the Super Ones.
Adams with a headlock here on young Scott the Body. Well, another thing that a lot of folks still talk about is the Thunderdome. The steel cage with the handcuffs around. Certainly a great innovation last spring.
It truly was another one of the many things that World Class was a first. The Thunderdome, of course, the Triple Dome of Terror are another. All innovations in 1988, all made by World Class Wrestling. I'd like to take credit for all of them here on Channel 11. Of course, I can't, as I say, ideas come from a lot of places. I'm merely a pool or a center where we see them. Chris Adams, I think, making a little bit of a mistake here. This Scotty the Body, very powerful upper body, arm strength, shoulders, arms, to go into a top wrist lock against a man, no matter his experience, a man with a physical strength, this Scotty the Body, I think Chris should have figured out a different way to attack him.
Adams to the drive to knock Scott the Body away. And there's the kick to the midsection.
That's what I'm talking about, Mark. No matter how much you train in the gym, you can't build your jaw up.
All right, let's talk about the year coming up. World Class is going to be promoting in the big cities, the small cities like never before. Chris Adams joining hands with you, with the entire World Class staff to really get out and do some great things.
Chris, of course, a very integral part coming to us. We're glad to have him with us. A great promoter, a great wrestler. I've got a lot of great promoters on my staff here at World Class Wrestling. We deal with the fundraisers all across the country. Oh, boy, did he run square into that one or what? John Brazell, world-class promoter. Doug Embry, Eric's brother, a great world-class promoter for me. Of course, I do some work myself. Gentlemen, Chris Adams. Ed Watt, another, been here since the Sportatorium's been here. He had a great world-class promoter, raised millions of dollars on the #1 fundraiser around the country.
And turning to Chris Adams here. He's had an outstanding match with Scott the Body.
Using that headlock, this man has a powerful upper body strength. The secret to the headlock, Mark, of course, put the pressure on the temporal lobes. Look at here, belly to back. Chris Adams able to get down, lift the man up. There's a case of youth and inexperience. He had that strong headlock. You hold that long enough, that's like a bear hug. That'll take it out of you. But he got Chris's body up high, and Chris, oh, there it is. Write this one down with a super kick hits. It's all over.
We know what that was. The 1, 2, 3 win.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Adams.
Right after the super kick.
Mark, why don't you see if you can get Chris down here for a couple of minutes? I know he wants to talk about the #1 fundraiser. I'm going to go back to the back, and I'll be back with you in a few minutes.
All right, Frank, we'll do just that. Gentlemen, Chris Adams has won the match here in exciting fashion with the super kick. Chris, we all recognize that move to win that bout.
Well, you know, it is so good to be back home. Yeah, come on. It is so good to be back here with the atmosphere of the Sportatorium. Believe me, this is the only place in the world that gives me this type of feeling. Now, over the past couple of weeks, Mark, I've been mentioning how can I possibly help people just a little more than getting in the ring wrestling. Well, I'm sure all of you are familiar by now with what I'm doing is promoting my own shows for world-class stars. And that makes me feel good because I know what you people like. You like excitement, you like entertainment, you like good, solid wrestling. I mean, I know the total package that you like. You don't like to wait in between matches for 15 minutes. You like it go, go, go. So what I'm going to do is I'm appealing to you non-profit or civic organizations really in the smaller towns in Texas, Oklahoma, etc., that want to raise money for a good cause. And the little difference is that Chris Adams will personally come to your town for about 2, maybe 3 weeks and help the sponsor day by day, personally, get things rolling in your particular town so that we can be ensured of a good sellout when it comes to the professional wrestling night. So Chris Adams will come to your town personally for 2 or 3 weeks, work day by day with a sponsor. We're looking for non-profit or civic groups that want to raise money, remember, for a good cause. So this is how you do it. You'll have to call World Class at this number, 214-565-9217. That's 214-565-9217. Call World Class, tell them, we want Chris Adams to come in our town. We want to raise money for a good cause. we'd like to get in touch with Chris Adams, leave your name, the name of your non-profit organization or civic group, and I'll get back to you. And I love you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chris. Watch the court. We'll be back. J.J. Fox in our next match in a minute.
Sheriff Hildy Granger here.
Deputy Max Rubin, R-U-B-I-N.
You know, Max, I'm not going to let being sheriff cramp my fashion sense. I mean, who wants to wear the same color every day? I can look good and lay down the law. By the way, Max, a little style wouldn't hurt you.
Well, what's this?
Suzanne Summers.
Oh, no.
She's the sheriff.
Hey, I saw this outfit in a magazine.
She's the sheriff, Sunday at 5:30 on the Super One.
I really don't know what to say. You're the first in this family to get into college.
And we're so proud of you.
I can't go, can I? Your mother and I have been over this a million times. Her work, my extra job. We just can't afford to send you.
I didn't mean to let you down.
I understand. Maybe next year. Maybe.
We cannot continue to deny bright, hard-working students the opportunity of going to college simply because they lack the funds. Please, support the United Negro College Fund and help keep tuition costs down and the dream alive.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Will this help?
The United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
It's hard as a rock, and I'm not going to sleep on it anymore.
Replace your lumpy mattress with the overnight vacation comfort of a Royal soft-sided waterbed. Right now, Royal Waterbeds is having a holiday special on deluxe soft-sided waterbeds, like the Waveless Life Support System and the new Sorrento Dual Waterbed System. During Royal's holiday special, soft-sided tube beds start from just $249.
Take an overnight vacation.
Hello, Brownwood, Texas. World-class championship wrestling's coming right square at you. Holiday Star Wars Wrestling Spectacular, Tuesday night, December 27th, 7:30 in the evening at the Brownwood Coliseum. Is it a night Brownwood will long remember? First time ever in the history of long history of Brownwood wrestling, we have double cage match main events. That's right. The entire ring will be encased in an 8-foot steel cage for not one, but 2 exciting main events. The World Tag Team titles will be on the line as Freebird Buddy Roberts brings his SST to town. General Scatter Akbar will put on tights. Kerry Von Erich will be on the card. Freebird Michael Hayes, Eric Embry, Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and those 2 explode everywhere they go in a Texas title match. Bull rope match, Jimmy Jack Funk against Steve Cox, Cactus Jack, Cowboy Tony, a host of others. Brownwood, Texas, Tuesday, December 27th, 7:30 in the Brownwood Coliseum, 1988 Holiday Star Wars Spectacular. Double cage match excitement for Brownwood. World-class wrestling at its best. Don't miss the excitement. Tuesday, December 27th, Brownwood Coliseum. Tickets on sale now. Don't miss it. Be there.
All right, Mark Vance back with you here in this auditorium here on Christmas Eve of 1988. Santa Claus on his way, and we should have an update for you youngsters on Santa's whereabouts here, probably in about 45 minutes or so. Right now, we're waiting on J.J. Fox to come to the ring to go against the young man by the name of Al Clifton, who you see in the ring, and we'll need to talk about the big Christmas night wrestling extravaganza right here tomorrow night. Wait a minute.
Hey, cut the music! Cut the music! I got something to say! First of all, I told you never to call me J.J. Funk again! That's a sissy's name! My name is Jimmy Jack Funk! Secondly, I'm tired of no competition! I've been here for 7 months in world class, and everybody's afraid of me! Everybody's too much of a sissy to get in there with a real man like me! I'll tell you what, everybody says they're afraid I'm gonna use a poor little cowbell on them. Well, I'll tell you what, I want some real competition. We'll make every match a cowbell match. I want anybody. I want some real men that think they're real men. I want somebody that at least thinks they're tough. Anytime, anywhere, anybody wants a match with me, make it a cowbell match. This is like an extension of my body. I want some competition now.
Well, a surprise from Jimmy Jack Funk here. Showing up.
In fact, I want this match right here to be a cowbell match too. A bull rope match. A Texas bull rope match right now, right here.
Boom. J.J. Funk wants competition. He wants matches to be bull rope matches. He says he wants this one to be a bull rope match. Now, it's not supposed to be, but he says he wants it to be, and he is not in a very Christmassy mood. Jimmy Jack Funk really wound up here with threatening comments and requests for bull rope excitement, and young Al Clifton here in his first television match is in a situation that he did not ask for, nor does he want. Look at J.J. arrogantly slapping Al Clifton, and evidently they're going to give Funk his bull rope request. Al Clifton, of course, is not going to be very familiar with this type of match. Tomorrow night, Christmas night, be with us. Uh-oh. Here goes J.J. Funk all over young Al Clifton in the corner. In the ropes, they throw him toward me. And it's a bull rope to the chin. Boy, that's got to hurt. A man can be injured so quickly with these hard objects in the ring. Look at this brutality. How in the world as the young man gets started in wrestling against this type of emotion? J.J. Funk's roughhousing characteristics are out of hand here. Choking now as you see the tight shot of the anguish on the face of Al Clifton. Tomorrow night, it's the steel cage pole match battle royal. You got to crawl up the cage, get the money, and then fight your way out with a $5,000. Funk tying him up to go around. You have to touch all four turnbuckles in consecutive order. That's what he's trying to do. There's three, and he's just walking right around. There's four, just like that. This match is over. So J.J. Funk has won in brutal fashion over young Al Clifton in this bull rope match that we did not expect, did not ask for, and really didn't want. But J.J. Funk was taking advantage to show off and try to get some notoriety. Let me also mention another match in the card tomorrow. The Simone SWAT team against Michael Hayes and Kerry Bonner. It's here Christmas time right here. Now what's happening? Everybody's screaming. Oh, it's Steve Cox. Steve Cox has come down, and he says, if you want competition, you got me. I think that's what he's saying. Cox, who has had trouble with Funk on many occasions, including bull rope experience, has come down here. And I think is acting like he wants to accept this invitation. Cox seems to be saying that he wants him, and the fans are going right along with him. Cox has gone straight to the ring. And the fans say go for it.
Hey, Cox, I've already had a match. I've already had a match. Any other time you want me, I'll be there, but I've already had a match today.
Hey, Funk, what do you want, them drugstore cowboys? You a little bit scared? You nothing but a sissy?
Steve Cox, who's already had enough of J.J. Funk from earlier experience, has come to the ring here, and he's ready to give J.J. Funk a little bull rope action right now. Said you ran your big mouth, so here we go. Funk said I've already had a match, but his bluff is going to be called here, and away we go with Funk using the bell on Cox's head. He picks him up now, slams him down to the ring. He's got that bull rope with a hangman's noose on one side, always dangerous. Cox somewhat dazed by that slam. Fans roaring on his behalf. Funk down, swinging the bell falls out of the way. That's trying to fight back. He's going for the rope and the bell. Cox has got it. Here he comes, and there goes J.J. Funk. A frustrating moment here as Funk got away, and now he's throwing chairs in the ring. And Cox stands by in the ring with bell and rope ready in case Funk decides to throw his body back in. J.J. Funk a little frustrated that he did not get to put his words into action any better. Well, we have not seen the last of this pair, nor have we seen the last of an angry and frustrated Jimmy Jack Funk. Don't call him JJ, he said. All right, when we come back, we're going to review some of this Akbar and Eric Embry stuff that we've told you about, where gorgeous Gary Young came down in drag, and we'll have that in a minute. Steve Cox is here like he wants to say something.
I tell you what, the man sitting there talking about anytime, anywhere, anyone. Well, I think I'm that man that's anytime, anywhere, and the time is now. Because you're out there talking all this crap, bang it on your head like that means something. But let me tell you something. It's time to do it to it. Because I'm Steve, do it to it, Cox, I just don't care. So beat on this! Just want to do it!
And Skandor Akbar, and are you willing to admit yet that this was your man dressed up as a woman?
No way. As I've said before, strictly a figment of your imagination. First off, I want to start this out right now and hope all of you have a lousy Christmas and a very beleaguered New Year.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's right. I said it. You know, Devastation Incorporated is going to be bigger and better in 1989. And we're starting out the year by whipping up on Eric Embry so bad, he doesn't know his left from his right. He can't even shave in the morning. He's so sore. But it's just starting, Eric. It's just starting, boy. I'm going to embarrass you so bad, nobody's going to want you. Understand how it is? You know, I know we had seen some film on what happened. But, you know,
We're going to.
Yes, I stood alone against Eric Embry. No help, no outside.
No help?
I beat Eric Embry right in the middle of the ring, and he was begging to quit. Simple as that. And I told all these people, I told all of you that I would come out on top because I'm the greatest man this sport has ever known.
That's right. Let me tell you something, Eric Embry. I don't know. I think it's about time you give up wrestling and you can let a little old lady come out and stomp you all over the place. I think it's kind of funny. Everybody said I look like a girl. Not me, baby. You're looking at the two finest stars in professional wrestling. Devastation Incorporated is #1, and we're going to be #1 from now on forever. And you might as well take that to the bank, Eric. You're going down. I'm going to put you out of professional wrestling. I'm going to break your arms. I'm going to break your legs. I'm going to break your face. It don't really matter. Win or not do it. Is that clear? You are out of here, boy.
We're going to look at this tape now. This is what happened December 16th. Guess who the ugly broad is? We've got to talk, Frank, about the most talked about thing that's happened in a long time, and that was last week when Eric fooled Skandor Akbar in his contract.
He didn't only fool Skandor Akbar, Mark Lorette. He fooled me. He fooled you. He fooled the people of the Sportatorium. I mean, he fooled everybody all around the place by making us all think that he was actually going to sign Akbar's contract and become one of Akbar's henchmen. Instead, he had a contract under it to wrestle. You saw what happened. I saw what happened. The results right here. General Skandor Akbar in tights and Mark. I love it.
And so does this crowd as Eric comes down.
Now coming down the aisle from Phoenix, Arizona, 232 pounds, the world light heavyweight champion, and the man who didn't really need Akbar's money, General Flamboyant Eric Embry.
Frank, one thing I'm noticing here, though, is a much more confident Skandor Akbar than we've seen in tights before.
He truly is. You know, he does look like he's ready to go, doesn't he? You know, I would think Akbar would be a little reluctant to want to wrestle Eric Embry, especially. Whoa! What's going on here?
Well, that's just an autograph seeker. I don't think it's anything.
Anyway, Eric Embry won the World Light Heavyweight Championship Tuesday night in Chicago. A great job indeed. And now he's what? Whoa!
Hey!
Wait a minute. What in the world?
That woman has hairy legs. That just hit her. What is this?
What? What is going on?
no woman.
Oh, no, that's Gary Young. That's Gary Young.
No wonder. No wonder.
No. This is incredible. That's Gary Young. No wonder Akbar is so confident. Oh, no.
This is a setup.
Look at this. It looked like a woman coming out for an autograph, an ugly woman at that. I don't believe this, Akbar.
No wonder Akbar was so excited when it came down here. Eric Embry being ganged up on by Cactus Jack Manson and gorgeous Gary Young in drag.
The world light. Oh, no, this is incredible. I don't believe Akbar has done this. No wonder he's so confident in this match, Mark. He had this all set up. He had Gary Young come. I guess he must have come through the turnstiles like everybody else. Look at this, directing it now. This is what Akbar does best. It's supposed to be Akbar against... Oh, he's hit him with the belt.
Manson nailed him with the belt, and his head has been opened up. Look out.
Oh, geez.
Lord have mercy here.
Oh, no. Embry's down and out. He's out. He isn't moving. He's not moving. Look at this. Oh, no.
Not
On
again.
the arm, Mark. On the arm. Oh, no.
This is very scary. They're on the arm of Eric Embry, and they're going to break an arm here. I'm afraid.
Pounding it with that belt. This is good. Hold him. Look at him. Hold him steady. Oh, no. Oh, I don't believe this. We need help. We need help from somewhere.
A setup here by Akbar. Here comes Jarrett. Here comes Brickhouse Brown.
And look at him run like dogs. Look at him. Oh, no. Embry bleeding, holding the arm. I'm worried about this, Mark. That belt was pounded down on that left arm. They were going to put Embry out. Akbar trying to collect the bounty with his own men. Oh, no. I don't believe this.
Officially, no decision here on a premeditated setup. And it's an angry situation now. Oh, Eric is just a bleeding mess.
We need to get out of here.
We need to get out right now. We'll be back in a minute.
We've got to clear the way.
We went a little too long a minute ago. We'll get the match underway here. Mickey Finn Jr. and Dwayne Meadows against Cactus Jack Manson and gorgeous Gary Young. And Frank, this Manson really is in his own world.
Boy, I'll tell you what, we've talked about it. Look at that. I've never seen a takedown quite like that. Hook the leg, grab the hair. That's what I'm talking about. Gary Young, when he used a single leg dive, a double leg dive, Manson hooks the leg. I tell you, I just don't trust this goofy Akbar either. You talk about people behind you. You're one of those stupid people that look for Santa Claus. Well, I don't look for good tidings from nobody. I don't need anybody. I'm so wealthy I could buy your soul and that individual at your left knee, and I just might do it. Well, I know why you don't look for Santa Claus, because he darn sure wouldn't stop at his door.
Gorgeous Gary Young with a kick. I was just about to say, Frank, Akbar and Devastation Incorporated totally out of control.
You know, Mark, we talked about that, or started to a little bit earlier. I had gone and talked to the Board of Governors about suspending them, but suspending them, if I suspend them, Mark, then we don't, then Eric Embry gets no satisfaction from it. Brickhouse Brown gets no satisfaction from it. Michael Hayes gets no satisfaction from it. The fans get no satisfaction from it. And I don't think suspending Akbar, I can't suspend him indefinitely. The suspending him is not going to hurt his pocketbook any, that's for sure. It's not going to hurt these guys' pocketbooks any because they're on a guarantee from Akbar. So the only way to hurt them is physically. Here's what I'm talking about Gary Young. Did you see that? The headlock goes right into a belly-to-back suplex, Mark. Good, basic amateur wrestling.
This is gorgeous Gary, who you saw a minute ago dressed up as a woman to hit Eric Embry.
So unpredictable. They just fit the mold. They just fit the mold of devastation. And General Skandar Akbar's great mind through my managerial genius have risen. I have all the top stars, and they always do well because they've got to perform in devastation. I'm so great, I can't stand it. You know, he's a believer in the old adage, he who tooteth not his own horn remaineth in a state of untootedness. Oh, this man has got no problem with being untooted because he sure does toot his own horn.
And you heard it from Frank Disick, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Disick, the one who uttered those words. Please do not associate that with me.
Hey, you lighten up on that. My mother used to use that statement. Manson in the ring, an unpredictable individual, as we've talked about, Mark. He attacks you from all sides. Very much in the vein of Kamala and Beast from the standpoint of being unorthodox. Of course, I think more intelligent than Kamala and Beast. Maybe more so even in the SST. But on that same vein, very unpredictable, very much like a Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer or something. You know the type I'm talking about, Mark. You don't know where they're going to attack from, when, why, how. Gary Young, at least you can predict to some degree because of his wrestling skills. He always goes back to basic wrestling. He's a very good wrestler. He'll beat you at good basic wrestling. But this Manson, oh my goodness.
Look at that shot on Mickey's head. Folks, get a pencil and paper ready. Because when things settle down here after a while, I've got a couple of important addresses to give you. Get a pencil and paper ready for some information coming to you shortly. Here's the tag for Cactus Jack Manson on young Dwayne Metters.
And this thing that happened with Eric Embry, dressing up like a woman. And, you know, an ugly woman at that. I mean, that was the remarkable part. Of course, we were all fooled. It's easy.
The damage they are doing to two formidable opponents in Mickey Finn Jr. and Dwayne Metters. Now, they're great athletes, and look what my boys are doing. Total annihilation.
You know, if you'd lighten up a little bit and let me do the commentary, I'd probably put these guys over some. Get that stick out of my face.
You guys take it easy over here as Manson has no intention of taking it easy on Dwayne Metters.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you, it's days like this, I wish I had tights back on.
Look out, and the table goes Metters.
Oh, my goodness. Akbar on the outside. Gary Young pounding on one side on Mickey Finn Jr. Young Dwayne Metters being slammed hard on the sportatorium floor right here behind us. On the other side, Gary Young slamming Mickey Finn Jr. Stomped to the head. These guys, I'll tell you what, Akbar has them fired up as the people are here at the sportatorium.
There's Akbar. Keep your eye on him now. He's got Finn and throws him back in the ring.
Akbar anxious to let his men inflict more punishment. He doesn't have to do it. He's not putting the boots to him. It's not necessary. I'm going to tell you, gorgeous Gary Young and Cactus Jack Manson, they're doing it all by themselves.
Now, tomorrow night on the Christmas Night Wrestling Extravaganza, this same team of Cactus Jack and Gary Young goes against Chris Adams and Steve Cox. Now, that'll be a whale of a Christmas
night. It
sure
will. You can bet your bottom dollar if they're out on the floor fighting. Anybody being slammed, if they slam Adams or Cox, you know Cox and Adams are going to be slamming back, and you can bet your bottom dollar Akbar won't be grabbing anybody and throwing him back into the ring because he hasn't got that kind of courage to grab gentleman Chris Adams or Steve Do It Cox.
Gorgeous Gary Young continuing as the fans chant.
Wanting Eric Embry to come to the ring to save these two men. I'll tell you, Eric Embry, a lot of courage and a lot of guts. I don't know if I'd walk into this situation right now without some sort of help.
It's gorgeous Gary Young continuing here. I promised you I would give you some information. The first is for the world-class mail order. If you would like to get souvenirs at home, pictures, jackets, all of the great novelties that are available, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to world-class mail order, P.O. Box 224213. Department T is in Tom, Dallas, 75222.
Look out! Oh, my goodness. The turnbuckle on Dwayne Metters. Then they tag out, and what does Cactus Jack do? He turnbuckle his own partner across body into Metters. Metters pounded into that corner. Very similar to the move used by Kamala and the Beast. A little bit of Akbar, I think, being shown right here.
There's a chop by Cactus Jack. Manson on Metters over in the corner. Turns him around, backs him away, and only to throw him in again.
Young Dwayne Metters getting an education here at the hands of Cactus Jack Manson. I've talked about it, and I don't know how much more I could say, except these two guys, Manson and Young, have got to be one of the toughest teams to prepare for that have ever come to world-class wrestling in a lot of years. When you fight the Beast and Kamala, when you fight the SST, if you fight Hayes and Cox, if you fight Hayes and Garvin, they have, look at here, we've seen this move before.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
I don't know what you call that, Mark. There's no wrestling name for that move. But whatever it is, it's all over.
And Cactus Jack and Gorgeous Gary have won yet another world-class event.
Oh, my goodness.
Before we go, I've got a special treat. I've got a Christmas present for Eric Embry. Yeah, you're right. You heard me right. And here's the present for Eric Embry. All right, Gary, you and Cactus, do it to him.
Whoa, what do you mean do it to him?
Yeah, that's right.
What do you mean
do it to him? Christmas present. I want Eric Embry to watch very closely.
Oh, no, look at this, Mark. Double pile drivers. Double pile drivers. Oh, gee. That's unnecessary, Akbar.
Terribly dangerous, terribly unnecessary, and Akbar is really out of control.
And Eric Embry, the master of the pile driver, General Skandor Akbar trying to show him that he's not the only one, Mark, capable of using the pile driver. Akbar, a diabolical mind, that's for sure.
Indeed. All right, we'll be back. Don't forget, we've got Kerry and Lawler from last week, the conclusion of that, plus our big TV main event, plus a whole lot more. Aren't you through talking yet?
Oh, I'm not through.
I'm not through talking. I'll tell you when I'm through talking. And as for you, you just saw your Christmas present, Eric. We're going to power drive you, and then they're going to think you're a midget when you run around here, boy. Because Gary Young and Cactus Jack and the rest of Devastation Incorporated has got your number, and I got it in my black book, boy. And it's on the banned list. So be it known now that this diabolical, unpredictable, and tenacious team are going to rise to the top in Devastation Incorporated, and we're going to step on your dirty ugly head, Eric Embry, and anybody else that gets in my way. 1989 is the year of Akbar.
Is this man all right here? Is he all right?
Yes. What do you mean if he's all right? What are
You sure he's all
What
right?
are you saying? You know, Mark, every time I tell you something, you go to the bank with it. Yes, he is all right. He is one of the fastest rising stars in professional wrestling today. Look at that
He said he's all right, Jim. The young, good-looking fellow named Bobby Durrell in the black tights. As we continue, I want to repeat the address I gave to you. It was so wild I didn't get a chance to make it clear. For the souvenir stuff, all of the stuff that can be mailed to you directly at home, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to World-Class Mail Order, P.O. Box 224213, Department T, as in Tom, here in Dallas, 75222. Again, the P.O. Box number is 224213, Department T. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you about Pro Wrestling Digest, the special magazine with in-depth interviews with the wrestlers, special personality profiles, crosswords, fan response, inside scoops not heard in the arenas or on television. And I'll do that here very shortly.
What a great magazine that is, by the way. You know, all the wrestlers read it faithfully. Read it faithfully, Mark. It has a lot of the stories and information, lets you know what's going on in world-class wrestling. Those of you that don't make it to the arenas, don't buy the weekly programs, you can find out what's happening, not only in the world of world-class wrestling, but the world of professional wrestling in general on this Pro Wrestling Digest. Percy Pringle, a great world-class star and friend of ours for many, many years. Dennis Brent, they work real hard at it, produce it monthly. You've got an address and everything. Can't say enough good things about it, Mark. It's available in the arenas. It's available by subscription. Right now, young, what's his name, Bobby Durrell. Bobby Durrell against Cowboy Tony Falk. This Durrell, Falk started off very, very tentatively at first because nobody really knows anything about Bobby Durrell. But as it's coming on now, we're finding out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's all the commotion about, Mark?
It's Cactus Jack Manson down here. What is he doing?
Oh, that's the last thing. We need this goofy kid down here. Now, wait a minute. Where's Akbar? Where's Gary Young? Look for some ugly woman. Look for an ugly woman, Mark. You know what happened last time?
Cactus Jack Manson is showing up down here, just with a wild look on his face.
Hey, down the other aisle, here come Eric Embry. Here's Eric Embry. You know, Cowboy Tony came back to world-class wrestling at the request of Eric Embry. He was retired. Oh, geez, did he catch him with a clothesline? Tony was retired. He's married. Now, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, wait a minute. You're going to stay here, right? Make sure he stays there.
I'm trying to be the traffic policeman here to keep these people separated as young Durrell and Cowboy Falk continue.
As I was saying, Tony Falk came to world-class wrestling because Eric Embry needed somebody he could trust. He trusts Tony Falk totally. He's here to watch Tony's back. A wise decision by Eric Embry because this Manson, he's a goofy kid. Of course, Eric, he's no rocket scientist either when you get right down to it, Mark. He just as soon fight a brick wall, argue with the side, pull it up, and ask for the holes there. Now, wait a minute, Eric. No.
Down here's Cowboy Tony Falk with a bulldog in the ring, and he covers him. 1, 2, 3, and Cowboy Tony's the winner.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Cowboy Tony Falk.
Cactus Jack Manson down here with a wild look. And
he's going back up the aisle, Mark. I think Eric Embry's appearance has changed the odds a little bit. You know, Akbar, a great tactician, never fights unless the odds are in his favor. And I think Eric Embry took care of that right here.
And boy, the moon is the first stop for Cactus Jack Manson because he is way out there.
Boy, I guess.
All right now we're going to check out some comments from Michael P.S. Hayes and modern-day warrior Kerry Von Everett. Don't forget our TV main event is coming up with Jeff Jarrett in action against the Beast. We've got the Ninja. We've got Kerry Lawler. Stay with us. Speaking to you from Sunday, December 18th, Michael Hayes has come down for an interview regarding the big Christmas extravaganza. Michael, I appreciate you coming out because you're obviously in terrible shape after the Bad Street match in which you won.
Well, you know, first of all, Mark, before I talk about any matches, I just want to say everything to everybody here in the Sportatorium, everybody here in the Metroplex. You people have stood behind me, and I love each and every one of you. You people have treated me just as good as the people at home treat me in Atlanta, and this is like home to me. Now, I'm not looking the best I've ever looked in my life, though I'm still sexy. But I took care of Buddy. And now the brother thing is over, and there's only one more thing that I need to take care of, and that's those tag titles. And I'm not taking anything away from any partner I've ever had, but on Christmas night, I got Kerry.
This address is different from the souvenirs. It is Pro Wrestling Digest, P.O. Box 796488 in Dallas, 75379. Again, the address, P.O. Box 796488 in Dallas, 75379. Send a check, money order, or charge card number for your subscription to Pro Wrestling Digest. Great deal, 1 year only $24.95, or 4 issues for only $12. Now we're ready to move into our next match. Where's the Iceman? I don't see Iceman.
Well, of course, Iceman hasn't arrived yet. We're still looking for him. But, of course, I have a suitable replacement in Cactus Jack. Iceman hasn't arrived. Probably travel difficulties. But, you know, you do what I tell you to do, Mark. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I don't know about you, but maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not. I never know for sure. All right, anyway, it's Eric Embry and Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse and Iceman have been having terrible, terrible problems. Why, last Friday night on the 16th of December, they got into it and were out halfway to Union Terminal out here. Brickhouse Brown dancing to his music in the ring. Eric Embry signing autographs to the youngsters. Last time he did that, it was gorgeous Gary Young and Drag out here to beat him up. There's Brickhouse with his Auburn Tiger jacket up. Well, it was supposed to be the Super Black Ninja and the Iceman, but instead it's Super Black Ninja and Cactus Jack Manson, because Akbar claims the Iceman is not here yet. Well, here we go. On Christmas Eve, 1988, Santa a couple of hours away, so after wrestling is over, you youngsters get on to bed and get a good night's sleep and get ready for a big day tomorrow with family and friends, and then come down and join us for the Christmas Night Wrestling Extravaganza, a Christmas tradition in the Great Southwest, right here in the Sportatorium at 7 o'clock. What a marvelous night it will be of fun, excitement, and camaraderie. Here's a quick pin by Brickhouse Brown on Cactus Jack Manson, who's really way, way up. Embry with a shot. Brown with a drive. Embry again. Of course, the great card in Abilene you've heard about. Very shortly you'll hear about Cleveland, about Lawton, Oklahoma, Hugo, Oklahoma. We've heard about Corpus Christi and Brownwood, as well as Belton. Here's Brickhouse thrown far side on the return at the shoulder. Brickhouse Brown dancing, moving to the ropes, comes back, turns Manson over again. And it's Brickhouse Brown. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, as Eric Embry tags in. Steel cage pole battle roll. All your favorites involved. $5,000 up on the pole. The winner's the one who not only gets up and gets the money, but then fights his way out of the cage. Eric Embry, the legal man, tags Brickhouse Brown, who comes in and bars the arm. Simone SWAT team against Michael Hayes and modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich in a sensational tag team match. And boy, will Michael ever be after Buddy, who'll be at ringside. Kevin Von Erich and the Super Black Ninja continue their feud. We can contribute to the concussion, no doubt, with the work of the Super Black Ninja and that Oriental Claw. He's caused Kevin a lot of misery physically and emotionally. Cactus Jack Manson and gorgeous Gary Young against Chris Adams and Steve Cox. That will be a holiday thriller. A great tag team event. Down goes Brickhouse. Manson to the rope. Brickhouse ducks. A second time he ducks. Brickhouse dancing.
I had no idea Eric Embry would have the audacity to even show up where I'm at after I've embarrassed him in such a manner. But of course, he has no pride. You see, I have taken it all away from him. Eric Embry is mine. He's mine.
Of course, a lot of this is in response to the contract hoax that Eric pulled on Akbar 2 weeks ago. Listen to the crowd. I was running down tomorrow night's Christmas card for you. Don't forget, one of the most sensational matches of all is a lumberjack match with belts. Rickhouse Brown and Iceman King Parsons. They'll get with it. Lumberjacks will be around the ring with belts in hand to strap up on whoever tries to leave. And the way the Iceman loves to sneak out of the ring, he's going to have lots of problems. Christmas night tomorrow night, right here at 7. Good seats available at the box office when you get here. And during the late afternoon hours tomorrow. Eric will be the legal man with the Super Black Ninjas tag match. Henry with a blow. Henry backs the Ninja into the corner. Brickhouse with a shot. Eric was waiting to throw him over. The Ninja kicked him off his feet. There's an Oriental chop now as the Ninja has some breathing room. Boy, what a noisy, sharp scene and atmosphere we have here at the Sportatorium. We will not have a free TV taping session on Christmas Eve, and since this is played Christmas Eve night, that's passed. We will be back this coming Saturday, New Year's Eve. Bring the family, free of charge, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for Channel 11's television taping. No wrestling here on Friday night, by the way. We're here tomorrow night, Christmas night only this week. This coming Friday will be an Abilene. Go, Eric, go, ringing through the Sportatorium. 1, 2, and the kick out by Embry. Left by Eric Embry to knock Manson off his feet, who is one weird and one dangerous individual. Lickhouse wants that tag with Embry very, very badly. Will he get it? Yes, he will. The Ninja's too late. Here comes Brickhouse. And what an electrifying guy he is. All 4 men involved now. Embry on Manson. Brickhouse on the Ninja. Wait a minute. I thought the Iceman wasn't here yet. Akbar did lie. He's spraying a cloth with something. George's Gary Young is here, and that is a terribly foul-smelling spray. I can smell it all the way over here. He sprayed a towel with it, and he is wrapping it around the face of Brickhouse. Oh, that's not tear gas or something, or lethal, because it smells terribly. You know, glue and paint is very dangerous. In the meantime, they're handcuffing Eric Embry, and everybody in here can smell whatever came out of that can. Iceman has a whip with him. Eric Embry has been handcuffed to the rope. Look at this. This is awful. Even Akbar's involved. He jams the referee down. That devastation is still out of control. Lord have mercy on us now, for we have a terrible situation. Eric Embry still with wounds from